In this video, I'm going to answer the question of how do we create incredibly effective marketing plans and do it very, very fast. I know from experience that for many companies, creating a marketing plan is something like an insurmountable task. And it takes so long, by the time it's actually done, it's already outdated, which is pretty crazy and bizarre, right? So the way that we create marketing plans that are effective and do it fast is we only focus on things that are practical and nothing else. So everything within the plan is useful, practical, applicable, and is needed there. And there is nothing in the plan that is not needed. Here are the 7 parts that we really focus on within the plan. And the very reason why we create marketing plans and the very reason why we ask everyone, every company to create a marketing plan is that it creates a document which is used by everyone, your company, your marketing company, to align everyone as far as a number of things that need to be known by everyone to market effectively, to make sure that everyone understands the plan and follows that plan, to ensure that everyone understands what the objectives are and how they will be achieved, and how the results will be measured and reported. All of those things need to be part of the plan in order to make it effective. So without further ado, here's how we do it, the 7 things that we really focus on. Number 1, we focus on the objectives. What is it that you're looking to accomplish, right? We always look at point A, the starting point, and point B, where it is that you want to actually get to with our help. Next, we look at what are the business drivers, as in what are the things that are driving your business from point A to point B. It could be something as simple as web traffic and conversions on the website. Typically, for any business that we work for, we have 5 to 7 different business drivers that are driving you to, once again, from point A to point B, right? So once we have your objectives and the business drivers, we look at the big 3 M's. What are the big 3 M's? They're the big 3 M's in marketing that are market, message, and media. Market is who you want to serve, who you want to sell your services and or products to. To define market, we create 2 documents that really help our marketers make sure that they talk to the right people and deliver the right messages. And those 2 documents are, 1, buyer personas. This is who they are, the definitions of the people who you serve, whether it's B2B or B2C. These are the people who you sell products and services to. And buyer journey is nothing but an explanation of how they actually go through the buying process. What makes them decide to buy and what makes them decide not to buy, right? 2 very important documents to align everyone on the team to understand who they're selling to and how those people buy. Once we have those 2 documents, we go and we work on messaging. Messaging has few components within it, and these components are very simple, but as Jim Rohn once said, what is simple to do is even easier not to do. So it takes some time to do this, but when we do this, we also think of what's the alternative to doing this? Like not doing this, this would make marketing less effective, so it would cost more money, more time, more effort to get worse results. So it's really paramount to do all of this, right? So when we think about messaging, there are a few components, and these components are, number 1, unique selling proposition or USP. USP is an answer to a question, why should a prospective customer choose to buy from you versus all other options, including the option of just doing nothing at all? If or when you can answer that question, you tell your market the advantage of doing business with you, which is incredibly important. By the way, very different from telling them how you're different, because who cares how you're different? Ultimately, the customer does not care to you to be different. They care for an advantage for buying from you rather than everyone else. If you know that advantage, you want to let them know so that when they know, they choose to buy from you. Makes sense, right? Most companies do not have that clear statement. How do you derive with that statement? Well, typically you have to know what is the advantage of buying from you versus everyone else. If you do not know, and many a times business owners and managers do not know, you have to ask the people who know. And those people are your customers. What do you ask them? Well, you actually call them up and ask you, look, why'd you buy from me in the first place? Why did you choose to do business with us in the first place? Why do you continue buying from us? Chances are they have purchased similar services and or products as you provide, so they have had experience with others in your field and they know why you're better. By getting those answers from them, it will lead you to the ultimate answer of why should other people just like them buy from you versus everyone else. That gives you your unique selling proposition. Next, we put together what's called irresistible offers. Those are offers that are very easy to take for your prospective customers rather than actually commit to a larger purchase. Those offers could be something as simple as downloading a checklist, a white paper, a guide from your website, or buying a sample that is lower cost, or signing up for a trial, or buying something where there is a generous return policy. Whatever it may be, it's different for different businesses, but giving them something that's an irresistible offer, and hopefully it has some sort of a guarantee component to it, makes it so much easier for customers to give you a try before they make a larger commitment. We tried to come up with few, not too many, but like 3 to 4 different irresistible offers for every client, because that helps them generate more business, generate more leads, and generate more business. Once we have USP and irresistible offer, then we put together what's called a content strategy. What is content strategy? In the simplest way to look at it, it is a list of questions that your prospective customers are asking you in order to make a decision to buy or not buy from you. When you have a list of questions, you do not need to guess what content to create on your website, on your blog, on your social media, because your customers are driving that decision for you. And this is really the right way to do it. You really have to have your customers tell you what it is that they would be interested in, rather than just try to come up with something off your cuff. Typically, we start off with a list of at least 50 different questions, right? For many organizations, that list could be much greater than that, but this creates guidance for your marketing team, what content to work on in order to attract more attention, more demand for your products and services. So once you have your USP, your irresistible offer, and content strategy, then and only then do you go and you actually look at what media should we use to deliver messages to our market outbound, actually sending it out to them. Could be via email, social media, a number of other channels, or inbound when they're actually looking for us, when they're looking for us through Google, YouTube, or any other channel through which they might be searching for our services or products. This is a much simpler list than the content that we have or the ideas that we have to put together for your messages. So once again, now you have your objectives, your business drivers, your market, your buyer personas and buyer journeys, your messages, your USP, your irresistible offer, your content strategy, and your media, how you're going to deliver all of these communications. Once you have all of that, what do you do next? You come up with a budget. Yes, budget should be actually part of your marketing plan. It's a very important component that many people leave out. How do we propose to come up with a budget? In best case scenario, it is actually really simple, and that is look at your objectives. And let's say that the objective could be broken down into we want to gain 20 new clients per month. Then you look at what should you invest into acquiring each customer. And you could say that we're determined to invest up to $300 per customer. Well, then your budget should be 20 times 300, $6,000 a month. Now, your marketing company should validate that number. They should tell you whether this will be feasible or not to accomplish your objectives with that level of investment. If it is too low, they will tell you that your competition will outspend you and you will never achieve the results that you want. So you'll be spending money but not getting the results that you want. Or they could tell you that that's too much, and if it's going to be too much, then your margins are going to be much smaller than they should be, and you will have less money to reinvest into attracting more clients. So you want to dial it in and get it just right. No one gets it right out of the gate, but you need to have a starting point. Thus, this is the way that we focus on creating a budget. It is based or evolves around your actual objectives. The final seventh piece is how are we going to gather your business drivers, the actual matrix, and report them. That is such an important piece that's often missing from marketing plans. Why it's so important? Because you, the client, need to have control over what is happening. You need to see the actual results on a periodic basis. Once a month. Once a month is a good time to review what has been accomplished. You actually need to see that list of business drivers. We here at Comrade communicate that once a month. We let our clients know what has been done over the previous month, what has been achieved in terms of measurable drivers, and what will be done the following month. This way there's complete transparency with the client, so client knows what's been done, what is yet to come, and what has been accomplished. Putting together all of these components does take time, but return on that investment of time and energy is huge. Do it right and you will succeed. Do it wrong, you will still get results, but your results will be tremendously lower than they could be. So it only makes sense to invest the time. If you need help creating one of these plans, we'll gladly help you. Contact us, the number's right there. If you want to do it yourself, we've created a template. You can hit download down below and we'll send you a copy of the template. Either way, I hope that you succeed with your new marketing plan.